Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Tesla with Elliott Wave Theory. Let's start with the one-day time frame at this chart, and again starting to look from the lows that we had from around May 2019. Since then I've labeled this as a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into wave 1 of primary. Now the expectation has been that we are going to get a correction for this whole thing. Again, this is a massive correction. Even on logarithmic scale, we can be seeing that this is something that we probably have not really seen too much before. Previous wave 2 of cycle that we had was only 53%, and at the moment this is already 62%. So even the macro picture here might be something that we might need to change at some point. Some of the reasons we had these as a 1, 2, 1, 2 was just these low RSI numbers here, and we had some kind of divergences here. However, this does not mean that we can't have this as a potential wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But again, it would not be really good to see that wave 4 here would be correcting the price more than the wave 2. That is generally not the case. So that's why I do think that we are still in this potential wave 2. Whether it's actually a cycle degree wave 2 correcting this whole thing, or we would be just correcting this wave. I'm not quite sure of that yet. On log scale, we were not even tagging the 38.2 yet. On arithmetic scale, we are right at the golden pocket. For that area, what we have also as resistance is this area here. Let's see if this actually has volume charts on it. It does. Let's pull this back here so we can actually see something. And we see that we have some kind of volume bump here. Again, correspondence to this. So this area would be generally a somewhat okay area to look for potential buys upwards and some kind of bounce at least. So let's take a look if there is any validity to that idea here on a bit smaller time frames. So this is the 4-hour chart that we've been tracking, and this was the WXY count overall. So in here we would be looking for this as a WXY into a W here, ABC into X, and then looking for a 3-way move to complete this whole thing. So overall this would be a WXY. Within wave Y again we would be expecting a 3-way structure, but again from these current highs that we had around the August highs, I don't think this is very suitable for a ending here, because again this looks more like a 5-way structure coming down. I've labeled this as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and then looking for 5th. There is a potential that wave 4 is not in yet, because again this wave 4 here of smaller degree is actually larger in price and in time than this current wave 4. Therefore there is a chance where the structure that we have currently here is going to be some kind of an expanded flat structure or a running flat structure, where this last structure does not go beyond the end of this end of wave A basically. So those are the points or structures I'm looking at here for the wave 4. Previously we were at least I was thinking that this could be a wave 1, 2, 1, 2, but again that would be needing that wave 5 would end already here. We had that potential, but again not anymore. The lows that we broke here of this potential 1, 2, 1, 2 setup made it so that this is definitely more of an ABC instead. The reason where I was looking this as a 1, 2, 1, 2 was because we did not hit the 1-to-1 extension in price. Again, this would fit more into the idea of this being a 1, 2, because again the smaller wave degrees are generally smaller than the higher degree wave structures. But again, we rolled over and created this as an ABC. At the moment this is somewhat of an impulsive structure coming down, and then we have a potential running flat here as well, again not taking out these highs. So at least we have some kind of move downwards, and then some kind of corrective wave structure here in the middle, so seen on RSI as well, and then we would be creating this move down again. At the moment, if we are comparing this wave structure here to this next one, we can see that we have already hit the 0.618. There is again a couple of different ways of looking at this flat structure here. Either it is the B wave that we were talking about, where this would be the A wave, B wave and then C wave, creating that flat structure, or we would be having this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, having these divergences fit the idea that this would be a potential wave 5 structure or something. But again, the overall look, because this is so large in comparison to these structures over here, there is definitely a potential where this is just a three-way structure. Now we had some targets here around $149.9 for this fifth wave as a target. So again, that would be right at where we have the 1-to-1 extension of this move here. So at least that has some kind of confluence. However, I don't think I should be longing this unless I see some kind of 1-2 setup here on smaller time frame. And there is definitely a setup forming here. This structure here don't really seem to be having a partner leg yet. So there is a definitely chance that at least this would be getting a structure like this before either continuation to the downside, or we would be looking to create this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating that potential 5-way structure, which at least how it looks at the moment. Let's use the wave 3. We would be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 without any extensions up to these $173 areas. If the rest of the markets are bullish and Tesla rises with it, this is definitely something that could happen. And again, three-way pullback and another rise and some kind of 3, 4, and 5 overall. This would be getting us this flat structure here, where the wave 4, instead of being here, it would be actually at these highs here that would be made. Let me try that again. So that one. So that is the idea here. Of course, there is a potential of going long here again if this turns into a fire wave instead of trying to catch it right at these lows. In my opinion, these are again, you could be looking into both of these scenarios, creating that wave 2 strategies that I've been talking about quite a bit, where we go long targeting this third wave. Of course, it could be turned into that ABC where we would be again just barely even clearing out these current highs that we had. And again, the minimum we would like to see it go is that 0.618. So we'll see if that is even going to happen, or if we are going to get to the 1-to-1 extension. So if you want to be trading this, I would be opening positions where I would be taking profits here, and then if these are hit, then I would be setting my stop loss or bring my stop loss back to break even of that trade. So overall, you would be again on the positive side, and then you would be looking for this to move on and create that 5-way structure. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it's all fine. You're in the profits already. And then again, if it is indeed forms into a 5-way structure, you could have that 3-way pullback. Because again, I don't see that 5-way structure being part of anything else. So that gives us more probabilities that indeed that is part of this structure that is starting something upwards. So at least, again, if we are creating a 5-way structure here, we would be getting 3 ways here, and then most likely another 5-way structure as a partner leg. And then you would be, again, having the same profit targets, 0.618 and 1-to-1 here, at least, if not more. But I think that is the strategy that I'm going to be playing today for Tesla. If you made it this far again into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.